Your OCD is lying to you. And I'm sure you've heard that before. I'm sure you've been told that before. But the thing is, it doesn't really matter how many times you hear that your OCD is lying to you. It doesn't really matter even if you understand that your OCD is lying to you, unless if you do this one thing. So a story that my friend told me when I was really struggling in life, right? I was feeling trapped and things were just so difficult and I was fighting so hard and it just wasn't working the way that I wanted it to. My friend told me the story of a tightrope walker. And it was about one of the best tightrope walkers ever. So this tightrope walker was tightrope walking above Niagara Falls. And there was this big group of people that were watching him and they were cheering him on. And he was doing all these cool, amazing tricks and they were all like, dang, this is amazing, and just loving it. And at one point, he gets out this wheelbarrow and he starts walking back and forth across the tightrope with this wheelbarrow. And everyone's loving it. And he turns to the crowd and he's like, okay, guys, do you believe that I can put someone in this wheelbarrow and I can walk them back and forth? And everyone's like, yes, like do it. That'd be amazing. That'd be crazy. Like do it. He's like, yeah, like, are you sure you believe that? And they're like, oh, of course we believe. Like, go for it. Then the tightrope walker turned to the crowd and he said, okay, then raise your hand if you want to get into the wheelbarrow. Silence. Nobody moved. And that's when the next line in the story, my friend told me the story, the next line pierced me straight to my heart. Because the tightrope walker, he turned to the crowd, he looked them in the eyes and he said, I thought you said you believed. I thought you said you believed. This changed my life because right now, you might understand that your OCD is lying to you. You might understand that it's just your brain making things up and that it's not actually the truth. You might know that, you might have heard that, but do you actually believe that? Right? You can say, okay, yeah, I believe my OCD is lying to me, but do you believe that? I thought you said you believed. Right? So the one thing that you've got to do is you can't just understand that your OCD is lying to you, because it absolutely is, like 100%. It is totally lying to you. It is your brain imagining things up to try to scare you. But you can't just understand that. Instead, you've got to realize it. You've got to internalize it. Something that I heard one time from Sadie Robertson Huff, she was talking about this. So often we get so lost in just understanding something, in just knowing something, that we don't actually realize it. So starting today, I want you to actually take it in and realize that your OCD is lying to you. I want you to actually internalize it. Like ask yourself, okay, if your OCD is actually lying to you, which it is, then what does that mean about your life? What does that mean about that thing that you are so terrified of? That you just want more than anything to be able to escape? That, you just want more than anything to not be contaminated, or to not harm that person you love, or to not be flawed in that awful way. What does that mean? That your OCD is actually alive. What does that mean about your life? It means that that thing that you are so terrified of and you want more than anything to be able to escape, you already have escaped it, because it's already not real and it won't be real. It is just a lie. So actually think about, like, if you could believe that, if you could actually believe that, because it is true, if you could believe the truth, well, how would that make you feel? What would that mean to you? How amazing, how incredible would that be to you? If you could actually take it in and realize and internalize just how true it is, that awful thing in your life is not actually in your life, because it's your brain lying to you about that fear of that awful thing that's going to happen. That's not going to happen because it's just a lie. So right now, take it in that it's just a lie, that it is nothing. There is no reality to it. It is just your brain making stuff up. And if you want a full breakdown, like an hour-long breakdown of how exactly you can know that the OCD is lying in your specific situation, then there's a link below that you can click on that will take you to that free training. It's like the best free training I have made, breaking down what is causing your OCD, why it's happening, and the steps that you can actually take to start to beat it in your life so that you can be free and you can achieve a full recovery, just like I was so blessed to be able to achieve in my life. So watch that video and let's change your life.